Start dealing with trash women. You could lose your life. If not, almost. Got a little story for you, man, today still. So I went to one of the tenants' them's yard earlier today, and the Google Maps took me into this car park. So I phoned the girl and I said, I think I'm at the back of your yard. Do you mind if I enter through your back door, your back gate, instead of having to walk around the front? She was like, I would let you in through the back gate, but the gate's been smashed and it's locked and it cannot be opened. So I said, all right, cool. Didn't take much notice of it because a lot of tenants and that, they got a lot of repair works to be done. So I've had to walk around the front, which is the long way and that. Boom. In the yard, do what I'm doing the tests and that. So obviously there's a ground floor and a first floor. First floor, see, there's all the bedrooms and that. So doing my test downstairs, I said to the girl, all right, can you show me around upstairs so I know where all the sockets are and that? Because people got stuff and things might be hidden and that. So I remember we tested all the kids' rooms and that, 2 kids' rooms. Then we went into her room to test the sockets in her room. Now one of them was on the other side of the bed, and I said to the girl, well, you might as well just plug it in for me and that, because I don't want to climb on your bed. And trust me, some of these tenants is ratchet, you know. There's been times where some of the tenants have said to me, if you need to get to that socket, just climb on top of the bed with your trainers on, you know. I'm like, do you want me to put on shoe covers? No, it's cool. You can step on the bed with the trainers on. Fam, these people, blood. Anyway, boom. So I gave her the tester, she's plugged it in, boom. And I can't remember how we got onto the subject of children and that. But she said to me, I've got 6 kids. I said, what? I said, how old are you? She said, I'm 30. I said, blood, are you trying to start your own race? You got 6 kids. Then I said to her, so hold on a minute. How old is your oldest? She said, 15. I'm thinking like, rah, imagine, yeah, if a girl's 30 years old and her oldest is 15, she probably got pregnant at the age of 14, you know. That's mad, you know. So anyway, she said to me, yeah, only one of them lives with me at the moment. The rest of them are in foster care and that. You see when I hear that? You see when I hear that a gal has got 6 kids or 2 kids or any amount of kids and they don't live with them and they're in foster care, I know there's something wrong with this gal. There's no smoke without fire. They might even look normal and act normal and that, but there's no smoke without fire. There's something wrong with this gal. Something's going on in the background why the government then want to take away your Ross Clark Pitney them. So boom, we've gone downstairs now and I'm just doing a bit of paperwork and that. I mean, man like to chat to the tenants and that. Get along with them well, innit? It's a good thing I do because I get to come up with all these stories and that. Video topics and that. So boom. Again, can't remember how we got onto the topic and the subject of jealous exes and that. But she said to me, yeah, do you know the reason why the back gate is smashed is because basically her dad, pointing at the little baby in the pram, the little girl pitney them, her dad got jealous because I had a guy over a couple of weeks ago. Do you know what he did? Him and his friends, they drove the car and smashed through the back gate, ran through the house and stabbed up my new current fella and that. I said, what? She's like, yeah. They ran through the yard and they stabbed him. I said, raw, what them man, they get nicked and that. I say they got nicked, but obviously the guys dropped the charges and that. And I just think to myself, see, this is why a man them have to stay away from trash. Yeah? It's not just because you don't want to breed up, because there's certain gal I meet and I've met in the past. I think to myself, God forbid I ever got this girl pregnant. Because it's not just the gal, it's the family and that. But certain times, man them have to stay away from gal who are trash. Not because you might breed up the wrong gal and now you've got dirty strings attached to the wrong type of gal, but it might be a safety issue for you, you know. Question, do you think if this girl was a lawyer, a barrister or flipping a doctor, do you think she'll be dealing with some ex that would have a couple of brethren that are willing to drive through a back gate, run through the yard and stab up man? No. If a gal is a barrister or a doctor, she's going to be dealing with man of a high caliber, high status and that. Man with something to lose. Unless it's a fucking black girl. Because even black girls, they could be a barrister or a lawyer or something, doctor and that, have a high profession. And they'll still be fucking about with a drug dealer and that. But for the most part, most gal, whether they're black or not, any girl that has a high profession, something to lose, they're gonna be dealing with man that's got something to lose. So even if a man gets jealous and that, he ain't gonna be doing nothing mad. All right, he might wanna fight you, maybe, but he ain't gonna be doing nothing mad. The girl was saying something about, he's talking about throwing acid and that, like, he used to talk to her about throwing acid and all kind of madness and that. And she's saying that, no, I feel for my safety. This is what the girl's saying. She's like, she don't feel safe on the street because, you know, he might try and throw acid at her. And I say, well, some people, a man might want to do that, you know, you need to be vigilant, you know, because there's certain men have it in their mentality that if I can't have you, no one else can. So they're either going to want to kill the boyfriend or kill you or do something to you where no man will want you ever again. Like having acid thrown in your face and that. And then we started talking about there's this white girl, she used to be a model and that, and basically her ex-boyfriend got jealous, whatever, she broke up with him and that, and he threw acid at her and that. She's quite famous, I can't remember her name and that, but you lot probably know the girl. She got thrown acid in her face. This is like all 12 years ago. I remember watching this documentary with her when man was all 18 16 and all them things there and that. But yeah, man, they need to stay away from these trash gal, innit? There's no way, this is not no upstanding member of the community, innit? She was a cool girl, cool personality and that, but there's things in the background going on. There's something wrong with this gal. How the hell are you even having, how the hell you got like all 4 or 5 youths and that? 6 youths, should I say, at the age of 30? How are you getting pregnant at 15, 14? If I'm really doing the maths on this thing. How you not got none of your children bar the one that's the youngest? Your pitney them keep getting taken away from you. Tell her that I think she's got 2 at the moment, including the one that's with her and that. But a couple of them is in foster, a couple of them is with the dad and that. She's all telling me, you know, these people, they tell you their whole life story, their whole business and that. Stay away from these trash gal. I know certain man, yeah man, you get me a quick thing, you get me, fam. Sometimes, boy, that quick thing there, boy, that'll scar you for life. Imagine a man then come running through the yard and stab him, you know. All because he's dealing with the wrong gal. And you know what? The gal ain't even exempt from this neither. There's gal that deal with certain man and they're in jail now. Their youth has been taken away from them because first and foremost, they're a single mum because they probably picked the wrong man. Then they're dealing with drug dealers. They're dealing with man that's in jail. They're trying to smuggle drugs into jail for a man. Then they get nicked themselves. So the gal gets nicked. She gets thrown in jail. She's a single mum. The boyfriend is AWOL. Yeah, absent without leave or missing in action, whatever you want to ask, call it. They don't even know where to find him. Furthermore, she don't even know who he is. He's one out of a possibility of 4 man. She gets thrown in jail. The youth gets put in foster care and that. Yeah, one rapper. You get me, local to my sides and that. You get me? Not Edmonton, but you get me, neighbouring area and that. He got one gal that he knows to smuggling some drugs for him. She got caught. Boom. Dashed her in jail. I think she was in Holloway for women or something like that. Kid got taken away, foster care and that. The gal are not exempt from it as well. When gal are dealing with trash man, you know, you can put yourself in a firing line and that. If you're lucky, you're going to jail. If you're unlucky, then your safety could be at risk. Man, watched one little video with my gal one time, and again, girls doing dumb stuff for the man them. This girl was hiding guns, keeping guns in the yard for the man them and that. Next thing she know, I don't know, they must have got an anonymous tip or something. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, in the door, something's going on at the front door. Bust the front door open. About 10 red dots on her. Imagine that. Imagine, like, you might think, oh, it ain't that scary. But imagine, yeah, you got 10 police officers with red dots on you, M16, and all these kind of different guns and that. If him finger slip, you're dead, you know. Literally. And so if you're lucky, if you're a gal and you're watching this, you're dealing with the wrong type of man. If you're lucky, you go to jail. If you're not so lucky, then the police is kicking off your door. And if you're really unlucky, you got goons running through your yard. And if man them are running through your yard, they don't business who's about, you know. Anything that move gets stabbed. I know it's true. I know it's true. Man, watch these videos and that, and I'm hearing this guy ran up in this guy's yard and stabbed the mum and that. This happens. This happens. Look at a woman that passed away that caused the Broadwater Farm riots back in the 80s or whatever. What happened was, obviously her son was not no upstanding member of the community. Yeah? The man had the police coming to his door, not because he was attending church on a Sunday or he was knocking on people's doors trying to preach the word of Jehovah and all them things. They're 7-day Adventists. No, the man was on the road doing all kinds of foolishness and that. And what happened? The police then come to his yard, knocked down his door. Maybe his mum got knocked over or whatever, had a heart attack and passed away. He had to take some responsibility for that because he brought the police to his mum's yard. At any moment in his life, he could have said, you know what? Why not give it a rest? Why not just stop the road thing or whatever, innit? Nah. And you know, I could have been in that same position as well. When I was in jail back in 2011, I only been in jail one time. I was in jail during the London riots and that. And my door got licked off. And I thought they licked off my door because they thought I was involved in the riots. And they thought, you know what, we're just going to go and check JC. Probably find something on him kind of thing, innit? But anyway, I was all locked up these times, innit? And I don't know how or why the police didn't know that I was locked up. But anyway, they licked off my door now. And it weren't for no London riots and that. Because basically, the London riots happened in August. Early August, like the 5th of August, for example. And when I got out of jail, 2 weeks later, around the 19th of August, well, it was on the 19th of August, I said to my mum, oh, when did they break the door down? Like, how soon after the riots? And my mum said that they broke the door down in July. I said, what? The riots started in August and that. So anyway, man, I'm going to say nothing or whatever in it, yeah. But basically, they was looking for some stuff that was not there in it. I don't know, someone lied to them or whatever in it and made up some story and that. But they was looking for something and they didn't find it because it wasn't there in it. But my mum was pregnant with my little sister at the time. In July of 2011. You never know. Something could have happened. They could have knocked over my mum. My mum could have been heading out of the door to put some rubbish in the bin. And bam. Yeah. Unfortunate, wrong timing. Could have done something to my mum. You understand what I'm trying to say, innit? When the police ain't got x-ray vision and they don't knock first. When they're licking off your door, bam, that door's coming off the hinges. Anything in the way get brushed aside. Mum said she nearly had a heart attack. Yeah, this was like, what, 2-3 weeks before my little sister was born. End of July, the door got licked off. Couple of weeks before my little sister was born. My little sister was born in August whilst I was in jail. Then I came out about a week after my sister was born and that. These are the things that happen when you get me, you're on the wrong path and that. You don't just get affected by it. Get me, your people them around you get affected by it. Imagine, innocent man, just doing whatever he's doing, linking a gal and that. Some jealous ex runs through the yard and want to stab him up. Now, there could have been a little bit of a backstory and that, but let's just assume that, you get me, he ain't got nothing to do with this ex-boyfriend and that. That's what happens. But man should know off the rip, there's something not right about this gal. Yeah? Because the government is not coming to take your pitney them if you're doing right by them. And you get me, you're preaching the word of God to them, and although I don't believe in God and that, but the government is not taking away your use if you're doing right by them and that. You're doing something wrong. What I don't know. What I don't know, innit? But yeah, man. So don't deal with these trash gal. And man them, stop dealing with the trash man them as well. Gal them, stop dealing with the trash man them as well, man. You're going to get yourself locked up. You're going to get yourself hurt. You could get yourself killed. There was one story, I think one gal I know I used to deal with before said that some guys, they wanted to get to one particular guy. So what they did was they ran up in the yard and they beat up the girl. This is what happens. This is what happens. It's not worth dealing with trash people, man. Deal with people that have got something to lose. Because then they first and foremost will be dealing with other people that have got something to lose. And you don't even you just eliminate yourself. You get me? Prince Harry will never be dealing, or Prince Andrew or Prince William, whoever these men are. They're not dealing with no gal where they have an ex-boyfriend that's going to kick off the door a couple man and that. that happens, you get me, with the trash people and that. Anyway, man, that's the story for today, man. Stay away, I don't know.